Hey, what's going on, everyone? Today is December 20, 2022. We're going to talk about Quant Network today because there hasn't been any love for the buyers. I mean, the market in Quant Network has been going down ever since I did a price prediction all the way back on December the 15th. This one was originally started on December the 4th, and I came in, produced an update video on the 15th, still looking for Quant Network to go higher. And instead, price has been dead. Let's talk about this, because if price isn't giving us what we expect it to do, market is telling us something. It's telling us that we might need to come in and reevaluate the situation. So let's go ahead and do that now. Okay. So one of the biggest things that I've seen recently into the market in a Quant Network is this inability to continue to trade above the trend. Like, we've been in this trend ever since June of 2022. Price in Quant Network has bounced off of this ascending line and continue to move higher. Well, the last 2 days we're seeing the price in Quant Network fall below that line. That's not a positive thing for us to see, especially if we're trying to see price go up. So first thing we're going to do, I'm going to go ahead and cut this price prediction out the way. We've already got the market now. We are down 15.25%, which happens. But if we're going to continue to expect some weakness into the market in Quant Network, then we'll take that 15.25%, because if we don't, then that means that the loss is going to increase. And that is something that we don't want. So take a look at this right here on the 5-day chart in Quant Network, right? So looking at this on the 5-day chart, you guys can see that the arrow's pointing down to the last completed 5-day price bar, and that is weakness. So looking at how we conclude on this 5-day price bar, we should not be questioning and scratching our heads as to why price is still going down, because the last 5 days definitely have shown us that sellers were in the market pushing down Quant's price. It's no different. Even on the 3-day chart, we're still seeing that sellers were present into the market in Quant Network. Now, what I'm actually seeing, though, is not like anything massively bearish. If anything, I'm seeing the market in Quant Network simply trading within a range. It's in a trading channel, and I'm going to create that right now, okay, of how we're looking at the market action in Quant Network. And here we are in a trading channel in Quant. So let me go ahead and do this. So that is the support area right here into the market in Quant Network, right there around like $93. And let's go ahead and look at this on a 3-day. And this is where the resistance area currently is being seen in Quant Network. And bring it up just a little bit higher. So this is the trading range that I'm looking for the market in Quant Network to trade, okay? Now you guys can see that there's been times to where we saw price break outside of those two lines. But generally, a lot of the price action, I would say, ever since February, the whole year 2022, we've seen a lot of the price action occur within these two lines. Of course, we saw times to where we traded out of it, but we come right back into it not long after, okay? So let's see this. I'm gonna bring this one up just a little bit higher. Okay. So now, seeing that we have not saw price go higher since our last two videos in Quant Network, obviously we need to be thinking that the market is weaker than it is giving us the strength right now. So we have to contemplate how low the buyers will come into the market in Quant Network. I can see it right there around 100, no lower than like 90. Those would be the two areas that we'll have to see buyers come into the market in Quant Network. Okay, so let me show you all the 5-weekly chart. And what I'm trying to show you here on the 5-weekly chart is that this 5-weekly price bar right here is definitely weakness. It's massively weak. And for us to not really see price continue to go down over the last 5 weeks kind of tells me that this is where a massive amount of buyers are here. Okay. Now, it doesn't mean that the sellers are through neither. It just tells me that the buyers really stepped in Quant Network to stop this massive weakness that came in on this 5-weekly price bar, which started in October. That is still prevalent because the market here in Quant, the last 5-weekly price bar that the arrows pointed down to, is still showing us selling. So we're not out the woods yet. So the only thing that would be positive for us to see is continued support, is for us to continue to see buyers come in here. I'll say between $120 and $90. Anything outside of $90 going lower is not a good thing long term for the market and Quant Network. Okay. So I wanted to show you this 3-month price bar as well, because in the next 11 days and 12 hours, we'll definitely need to be a little bit more cognizant of how this 3-month price bar concludes. Because if the price closed down here at the bottom of this price bar, then yeah, we are going to test this $90 area again for sure. Okay, so in the next 11 days, 12 hours, let's see how that 3-monthly price bar ends in the Quant Network. But as of right now, I really don't think the market is drastically weak. I'm still just going to look for the price in Quant Network just to continue to trade within these 2 lines. And again, we're seeing the buyers already appear in the market in Quant Network right there around $100. Okay, but it doesn't mean that we're out the woods yet to see a continued move to the downside. We may just see a small move higher, get rejected, and come right back down. So what I wanted to do, usually when we get this type of price action to where market is just anticipated to do this, to trade sideways, we don't put on a position, we don't put on a forecast, and we find opportunity somewhere else. And that's pretty much what I'm seeing in Quant Network. I'm not really seeing a huge difference as to which way price is going to go from higher to even lower prices. It's kind of telling me that we need to continue just to be still and let everyone else put on their bets, and whichever side of the market is actually dominating, then we'll have more of an idea as to which way price is going to go. Obviously, the easiest direction, the biggest opportunity for price to move is down, but we're too close around a $100 level for me to say, yeah, we're going to go a lot lower in price. And then I wanted us to see the conclusion in the market and Quant Network with a 3-month price bar to actually see in the long term, are we really seeing weakness in the market for Quant? Okay. Now, short term, I'm not going to drop a price prediction. I get it. You guys spent 8 minutes to look at this video, and sometimes it just takes us to come through and really sit down and see how the market is trending to see if we have any advantage, see if we have any edge. And right now I don't see that there's an edge in the market for Quant Network in terms of buyers and sellers, of us even seeing price trend higher or even lower. Not yet. Now in the next couple of days, if we see that, oh man, buyers are definitely coming in or sellers are still here, then I'll come back in and drop another price prediction. As right now, I just don't see which side of the market is actually winning. You can let me know though. Tell all of our subscribers, like, which way you think price is going to go in Quant Network as we end 2022. I'll talk to you all later.